Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. But we say, please.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was... Before I knew it, I was running one of the big... Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
I don't trust those creeps at the Ultralux. Traveling into the Strip just got a lot easier now that the Fiend's leaders are dead.
Howdy. Good. I hear. Oh, be damned. You mean the young Gunderson? That's a shaved tail if I ever saw one. He's got less sense than a Brahmin at a crossroads. I'd not be one to complain if he got lost for good, kid. If it makes Hex suffer, then I'm all for it. Sure, kid. And I still hump like a buck in spring. That Gunderson's a liar and born of a We are honest folk out there. Scaring us. Howdy. Good. So Ted's nowhere to be found and Heck's quite unprotected while look. Hell, it sounds like the perfect... I won't hold it against you, kid.
Fucking Crocker couldn't find his ass if it wasn't on his backside.
Beg your pardon, but could I... But we... Please.
I'd wager that the Army's sending elite... units our way, right as we speak.
Is it me, or do the Securitrons seem sassier?
Humbly at your service.
I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here.
Good day. Oh, well, it's a big hotel. You should talk to Marjorie. She's in charge, and she usually works at the front of the Gourmand. She likes to see how... You can get to the Gourmand from the lobby here. It's a big set of...
How may I be of service, sir?
Welcome to the Ultralux. This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't... For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter. There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue. A man? Well, then this... Well, this can't be. I'm going to have a word with my whether these people are found or not. Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very... Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, but that's all changed now. You disgust me. How dare you? You'll kindly mind your tongue. Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it and well, though we, but that's
Good day. How may I be of service, sir? Private investigator. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope... If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation? Of course, of course. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances... Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you... I hope we can put this... If you head back to the hotel rooms, Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. I can assure you that the only thing the White... That is...
I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here.
Time.
I heard they bought in sea salts from California. Just for this bath.
Don't mind trailblazing as long as we got the ammo. And whiskey.
Who are you? Matchbook? What about the man I gave it to? Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake. The girl, the one who disappeared. I know what happened to her. Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed. Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate. He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy. I don't know exactly, I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members' zone. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status. You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks. And Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste.
All right.
Greetings.
You look positively famished.
You, what do you think you're doing? Curse it all. Aha! You like that? Greeting. Why are you standing still? Do you think the... I thought I told you to get lost. Well, what do you want? Now, why the fuck would I do... I'll...
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you... My daddy sent you? God damn it. I almost... Who did this to me anyway? What in the Sam hell? I'll tell you what. As soon as I'm out of here, and my daddy knows the story, you can bet... To hell with that. You've seen those freaks. They dress... They deserve what... all right. But there's gonna be some justice. Let's go.
He's trying to escape. Come on!
Aha!
Had enough!
Don't need this right now.
Watch out!
Come on!
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
I'd wager that the Army's sending elite units our way, right as we speak.
You look positively fat.
Tell me good news. He's here? Bless you. Listen, you do what you gotta do to find him. Reckon... That's what they call themselves. Some of them got mad. Tell me good news. That's between me and... But let's just say they control the food supply.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Tell me good news.
Bitter Springs. A name like that could have only brought bad luck. Hello?
Tell me good news. So I hear... Tell me good news.
Beg your pardon, but...
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where they control the food, but there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
I like the cut of your jib.